What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Miniature Mayhem. My name's Chris. In today's tutorial we're going to be working on Gorslav the Gravekeeper from the Cursed City box set. I decided to go for a really dark and sinister theme, and if you don't want to be buried alive, please head down below, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's get into it. First thing I do with all character heroes is base coat them in Chaos Black and give them a zenithal highlight of white to pick out all the details. I painted the zombie on his base the same as my Gravewalker tutorial, which I'll leave a link to above. Working from the inside out, the first thing we're going to do is give the flesh an all over base coat of Rakarth flesh. Do this in multiple thin coats, so we don't lose any detail in that scarring and striation. With that now dry, you should have a nice even base coat. We need this base coat as solid as possible, as we're going to glaze some colours onto it later. And now for the cloak, we're going to use a 1-on-1 mix of corn red and black. If you do get any of this onto the skin, just go around and tidy up afterwards. Using a base coat of Mournfang Brown, work your way around the model and pick out any of the wood, bones and leather. For the shovel, I've just given it an all over base coat of Leadbelcher Silver. For the first glaze on the flesh, I've used a mix of Storm Vermin Fur and Dark Reaper mixed with Larmian Medium. Work this around the skin areas until you have it settled in all the right places. Once this is dry, I've added a small amount of Bugman's Glow into the mix, and I've used this to wash into the deepest recesses and some of the wounds and scar tissue over Gorslav's chest and back. Take your time, work your way round, and just build this up gradually where you think it looks right. With that now dry, we've got a nice, really creepy, natural dead skin colour. For this next stage, to darken down some of the different areas, we're going to apply an all-over wash of Agrax Earthshade. We're going to apply this to the metals, to the wood, and also to the cloak. Just take your time, work your way around the model, and try not to let it pool anywhere where you don't want it. If you do get any on the skin tone, just quickly wick it away by drying off your brush and touching it onto the ink. For the first highlight on the cloak, I'm using a 2-in-1 mix of Corn Red and Mephiston Black. In this case I wanted to keep the red quite dark, so I've highlighted quite sparingly. Just working my way around and picking out all the raised areas. With a final highlight of pure Corn Red, I've just picked out some of the finer details. If you wanted to, you could use this stage to add some texture to the cloak. And with that, his cloak is now complete, and I think it looks really nice and dirty. Using a few glazes of Mournfang Brown and Medium, I start building up some of the dirt on the shovel. Once I was happy with that, I used Stormhost Silver to start adding some scratches to the teeth of the blade. I also highlighted the other metallics. For Gorslav's lower lip, I added some Regal Blue into the base colour for his skin. Using Arctic White, I picked out some of his teeth. I added a small amount of white into the colour I used for his lips and added some small lines to make them look parched. Using Flayed One Flesh, I added a quick dry brush to the haft of the shovel and to the skin across his back where it catches the light. Using Agrax Earthshade, I applied a wash to Gorslav's chin and mouth area. This model really is the stuff of nightmares. Using Flayed One Flesh, I base coated all of the bones. Don't forget to do this little hand here, hidden on the cloak. Using Screaming Skull, I've just highlighted all of the bones. Adding a small amount of Karak stone into the Mournfang, I've highlighted the ropes and leather. And with that, Gorslav the Gravekeeper is now complete, ready to roam the streets of Ulfenwatch and bury any hapless victims daring to go against the Wolf King's curfew. For 20% off any of the paints used in today's video, head to the description down below and follow the link through to Element Games. Thanks for watching today's tutorial. I hope you found it useful. If you did, I'd massively appreciate a thumbs up down below. Leave us a comment with what you'd like to see next. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.